Welcome to the Moodle Quiz Training Series video number 3D, creating an embedded answers or Cloze question. Cloze questions consist of a passage of text in Moodle format that has various answers embedded within it, including multiple choice, short answers, and numerical answers. As we know, to create any kind of questions within Moodle, we need to go to the question bank. After we've reached the question bank, we need to select the category in which we're going to place the question we're about to create. Since I've already done that, I'll go ahead and click on the Create a New Question button. Question type we're going to add is the Embedded Answers question here. And click Next. A question name will only be available for us to see. When we go to build a quiz and place questions in it, we'll be reading off the question names. Therefore, what I would like to do when I create questions for a quiz, I number them in the order I create them. For instance, this is the fourth question I've created, so I'm going to do 04, period, space, and I'm going to type in the question's name. Normally I would give it a name in which covers the question text, but since my questions are in a variety of things, I'm just going to name it by the question type. Now, in the question text, this is what will appear on your quiz. The question text is what will appear when students take the quiz. So I'm going to first enter, please answer the questions below. When creating Cloze questions, there's a certain formula you have to create. However, let's go ahead and add a first question. It's going to be a short answer question. So the question is, the President of the United States is blank. And to create the short answer question in a Cloze environment, we need to start off with an open squiggly bracket. Next, we're going to give it a point value, and I'm going to give it a 1, separated by colon, and I'm going to type SA. Now, if you wanted this to be case sensitive, I would have SA_C. Then I'm going to separate that with once again with a colon, and next I'm going to give the correct answer, and that's an equal sign and Barack Obama. And then once I'm finished with my answer, I'm going to close it with a close squiggly bracket. And that's creating a short answer. Now, what if I want to add more questions to this? I can do that as well. I'll click Enter, and I'll paste in the second question. Now that I've pasted in the second question, I'm going to add a multiple choice. So let's go ahead and start. And we know from the first question, open squiggly bracket, and then the point value. And this is separated by a colon. And if for multiple choice, I either type in MC, like this. If I want the answers to appear vertically, I would type in MCV. If I want to make the answers horizontally, I would click on MCH. However, I want the answers to appear in a drop-down, so I would just leave it MC. And now I'll do a colon and type in the answers. The answers will be Mickey Mouse, Joe Biden, Katniss Everdeen, Gru, and the Hamburglar. Now, how do we separate the choices? We separate the choices by putting a tilde in between each answer. So between Mouse and Joe, I would place a tilde. In between Biden and Katniss, I would place a tilde. In between Everdeen and Gru, you got it, a tilde. And finally, between Gru and Hamburglar, a tilde. And then I'm going to close the question with a close squirrely bracket. Uh-oh, we forgot to put a correct answer. We know Joe Biden's the correct answer, so after the tilde and before Joe, we're going to place an equal sign. One last question I'm going to enter is a numerical question. How many tires are on an 18-wheeler truck? Well, we know to open this up with an open squirrely bracket, 1, colon, and for numerical, we type in NM, colon, and then, since it's looking for only one answer, we type in the equal sign and write out 18 as a number. Since it's numerical, it has to have a number. And now, to close the question, close squirrely bracket. Now that we've entered all of our questions, I need to click on the decode and verify the question text. If I typed in anything incorrectly, it will come up and tell me. So question 1, short answer, I've entered in the code here. It gives it a default grade of 1. The case is unimportant, and the answer is Barack Obama. The second choice, in which it's a multiple choice, I can see there's Mickey Mouse, grade of 0. Joe Biden gets the grade, Katniss, Gru, and hamburgers do not. And finally, question 3, numerical question. The right answer is 18. Now that I'm finished, I'm going to click on Save Changes. In this video, I showed you how to create an embedded answers question in Moodle.